Marcus wakes up at 5:45 every Saturday morning. Not because he wants to, because he has to. He opens the freelance app before his eyes fully adjust to the light. Client messages are stacked. He starts answering them before he's had coffee. After his 9 to 5, he edits videos. On weekends, he writes copy for brands. His calendar is full. Every single block labeled work. He earns about $600 extra a month. After platform fees, equipment costs, and the software subscriptions that make the hustle possible, he keeps around $390. 11 months of this. No real day off since October. He tells himself it's temporary. It's been temporary for almost a year. His coworker Jordan doesn't have a side hustle. Jordan leaves work at 5:15. He plays basketball on Saturdays. He cooks at home, reads before bed, sleeps 8 hours. From the outside, Jordan looks like he hasn't figured it out yet. But Jordan has 37 habits Marcus doesn't. Jordan automates $400 every payday into an index fund before he can spend it. He spends 8 minutes on the first of every month canceling subscriptions he forgot he had. He negotiates one bill per quarter and pockets the difference. Jordan has $78,000 invested. Marcus has $9,000. Same salary, same rent, same city, same age. One of them is building wealth through exhaustion. The other is building it through 37 habits that each take less time than waiting for your coffee to brew. I'm Cody, not a financial advisor, just someone who ran the numbers so you don't have to. Let's go. Here's what the hustle culture conversation refuses to say out loud. The average side hustler in America earns $530 a month. The median, which removes the outliers who sell you courses about their own success, is $200. $200 a month. And 67% of those side hustlers report burnout, not the ones who quit, the ones who are still doing it. You're not building wealth. You're running a second treadmill. Faster, harder, sweatier, and you're still in the same room. 2/3 of side hustlers are burning out. Only 44% feel financially secure despite the extra work. They're trading their weekends, their sleep, and their mental health for money that gets spent as fast as it arrives. What if 37 boring, invisible, completely unglamorous habits could build more wealth over 20 years than any side hustle you could start today? Not because they earn more money, because they keep more of it, protect it, multiply it, automatically. This is what Jordan figured out. And that, Habit 1. Automate before you can spend. Set up an automatic transfer the same day your paycheck hits. Not after bills, not after you see what's left. First. Automation removes willpower from the equation entirely. Jordan doesn't decide to invest every month. It just happens. The money moves before his brain can argue with it. Habit 2. Round up investing. Every purchase you make, round up to the nearest dollar and redirect the change into an investment account. It's invisible. It doesn't feel like anything. In a year, it adds up to $300 to $600 you never felt leave your wallet. Habit 3. One-click emergency fund. Set up a high-yield savings account separate from your checking and automate $25 a week into it. Don't touch it. By month 12, you have $1,300 plus interest. This one habit eliminates the need for credit card debt in most emergencies. One account, one automation, 1 year. Habit 4. Automate your raise before lifestyle inflation catches it. When you get a raise, automate the entire increase before your spending adjusts to it. Most people get a $200 raise and spend $200 more without noticing. Jordan automates the raise. Marcus buys nicer shoes. Habit 5. Auto-increase your retirement contribution by 1% every January. Set a calendar reminder right now. January 1st, log in and bump your retirement contribution by 1%. You will not feel 1%. Over 10 years, you will absolutely feel the result. Habit 6. Auto-pay everything, always. Late fees average $30 per occurrence. 3 missed payments a year is $90. Over 10 years, that is $900 that could have been compounding. Auto-pay costs nothing. Forgetting costs you constantly. Habit 7. Auto-rebalance your investments quarterly. Most brokerage accounts let you set automatic rebalancing for free. Turn it on. This single setting forces you to buy low and sell high without ever having to think about it. The machine runs in the background while you live your life. Habit 8. Max your HSA. If your employer offers a health savings account, max it every year. It is triple tax advantaged. The money goes in pre-tax, grows tax-free, and comes out tax-free for medical expenses. It is the most powerful savings account most people have never used. Habit 9. The first of the month subscription audit. Every month, spend 8 minutes reviewing every subscription you pay for. The forgotten ones are costing you the most. The average American pays for 3.5 subscriptions they don't use. That is $540 a year disappearing into a black hole with nothing to show for it. Habit 10. The 30-day rule for anything over $50. Before any non-essential purchase over $50, wait 30 days. If you still want it after 30 days, buy it guilt-free. About 70% of the things Jordan wanted on day 1, he doesn't want on day 30. The urgency was manufactured. The 30 days reveals that. Habit 11. Unsubscribe from retail emails. Every promotional email is a persuasion machine designed to create urgency you don't actually feel. Unsubscribing takes 30 seconds per email. You cannot spend money on things you do not know are on sale. Remove the temptation entirely. Habit 12. Delete your saved payment information. Remove your card details from Amazon, every app, every store. Friction is your friend. Adding 60 seconds of "go get your card" to every impulse purchase eliminates a significant percentage of them. The inconvenience is not a problem. The inconvenience is the point. Habit 13. 1 meal prep session a week. The average lunch out costs $12 to $15. A packed lunch costs $2 to $3. At 5 days a week, that is over $2,600 saved every single year. Jordan spends 2 hours on Sunday cooking. That 2 hours pays him $13 an hour every day he doesn't buy lunch. Habit 14. The entertainment audit. Once a quarter, evaluate every streaming, gaming, and subscription service you pay for. Keep only what you actually used in the last 30 days. Cancel the rest. You can always resubscribe.
You cannot unspend money that is already gone. Habit 15. Insurance negotiation every 6 months. Call your car insurance provider every 6 months and ask for a better rate. If they won't budge, get a competitor quote and use it as leverage. Jordan saves $340 a year doing this. The call takes 15 minutes. Habit 16. The grocery list rule. Never go to a grocery store without a list. Never go hungry. These two rules reduce impulse food spending by 23%. Real money on one of your biggest monthly expenses. And it costs you nothing except a note on your phone before you leave. Habit 17. Annual salary research. Every year, spend 30 minutes on salary benchmarking sites researching what your role pays in your market. This is the first step in negotiating a raise. People who never research never negotiate. People who never negotiate leave hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table over the course of a career. Habit 18. Track every tax-deductible expense. If you do any freelance work, log every business expense in a simple spreadsheet. Software subscriptions, equipment, home office percentage, internet. These deductions directly reduce your taxable income. Most people miss thousands of dollars in legal deductions every single year simply because they did not write them down. Habit 19. Max your employer match. Always. If your employer matches retirement contributions and you are not contributing at least enough to get the full match, you are declining free money. This is the only investment that comes with a guaranteed 50 to 100% return on day one. There is no side hustle in existence that competes with that. Habit 20. Credit card rewards optimization. Use one credit card for all purchases. Pick one with 2% cash back. Pay it in full every month. This part is not optional. You spend the same money you would have spent anyway and collect $400 to $600 in rewards per year for doing absolutely nothing differently. Habit 21. The annual fee waiver call. Every year, call the customer service line for any credit card with an annual fee and ask them to waive it. 60 to 70% of the time, they will. On a $95 annual fee card, that 10-minute call is paying you at a rate of $570 an hour. Habit 22. Sell unused items every quarter. Once every 3 months, spend 30 minutes photographing unused items and listing them online. The average household contains $4,000 worth of unused items collecting dust. This is not a side hustle. It is a one-time cleanup that pays you for things you already own and no longer need. Habit 23. Free credit score monitoring. Check your credit score monthly through a free service. 1 in 5 Americans has a material error on their credit report. An error that lowers your score by 50 points can cost you thousands of dollars in higher interest rates over your lifetime. A 5-minute monthly check catches it before it costs you anything. Habit 24. Freeze your credit when not in use. Freezing your credit is free and takes 5 minutes per bureau. It prevents anyone from opening new credit in your name. If you are not actively applying for credit, your credit should be frozen. This is the most effective identity theft prevention available. Almost nobody does it. Habit 25. Annual insurance review. Once a year, review all your insurance policies. Make sure your coverage reflects your actual current life, not the life you had 3 years ago. People regularly pay for coverage they've outgrown and lack coverage they've grown into. 30 minutes a year catches both. Habit 26. Beneficiary updates.
Check the beneficiaries on every account and insurance policy once a year. Life changes. Designations do not update automatically. This 5-minute task is one of the most important things you can do in personal finance. Neglecting it can send your assets to the wrong person when you can no longer correct it. Habit 27. Document storage habit. Keep digital copies of every important document: tax returns, insurance policies, investment statements, property records, in a single, secure cloud folder. This costs nothing. Losing those documents in a disaster costs time, money, and stress you do not want. One folder, updated once a year, eliminates the risk entirely. Habit 28. The annual net worth calculation. Every January 1st, add up everything you own and subtract everything you owe. Track the number year over year. This is the only financial metric that actually determines your future. Jordan does it every January, 20 minutes, and it sharpens every other financial decision he makes.
Habit 29. One finance book per quarter. Not influencer content. Books. 1 per quarter, 4 per year. By year 5, you will have deeper financial literacy than 95% of the people around you. Knowledge compounds exactly like money does. Habit 30. Weekly expense tracking. 5 minutes. Every Sunday, spend 5 minutes reviewing the week's spending. Not to punish yourself, to notice patterns. Most people have no accurate idea where their money goes. Tracking reveals the gap between what you think you spend and what you actually spend. That gap is almost always larger than expected. Habit 31. The value per hour filter. Before any major discretionary purchase, calculate the hours of work it represents at your post-tax hourly rate. A $200 dinner represents real hours of your real life. Some things are worth those hours. Many are not, when you actually stop and think about it. This habit does not make you cheap. It makes you intentional. Habit 32. Follow net worth, not income. Stop comparing salaries. A person earning $80,000 with $120,000 invested is wealthier than a person earning $120,000 with nothing saved. The number that determines your actual financial future is assets minus liabilities, not the number on your pay stub, not the salary your friend mentioned at dinner. Habit 33. Automate charitable giving. Even $10 a month. Automated giving does something psychological that manual giving does not. It reframes your relationship with money at the identity level. You become someone who has enough to give. That shift affects every financial decision you make afterward. And it becomes a tax deduction on top of everything else. Habit 34. Annual career investment under $500. Every year, spend $500 or less on one skill, course, or certification that directly raises your earning potential. A single negotiation skills course could add $5,000 to your salary for the rest of your career. A technical certification could add $20,000. The return on self-investment is the only return that is completely uncapped. Habit 35. The future self-visualization habit. Once a month, spend 5 minutes writing down what your financial life looks like at 55 if you continue your current habits. Then, write what it looks like if you change them. When you can see both futures clearly and in detail, The habits that lead to the better one stop feeling like sacrifice. They start feeling obvious. Habit 36. Talk to one financially successful person per quarter. Not for secret tips, for perspective. Most genuinely wealthy people are not wealthy because of special knowledge or lucky timing. They are wealthy because of boring, consistent behavior sustained over a long time. Hearing that story from a real person in your actual life is worth more than any content you will consume this year. Habit 37. The gratitude accounting habit. Once a week, write down 3 things you already own that you are grateful for. There is measurable research behind this. People who practice consistent gratitude for what they already have spend significantly less money trying to fill emotional gaps with purchases. Contentment is not a soft skill. It is the most underrated wealth-building habit in this entire list. Marcus is still grinding. He is going to keep grinding because the culture he has been sold tells him the answer to not having enough is always to earn more, work more, push harder. He is exhausted, and he does not know why it is not working. Jordan does not hustle. Jordan habits. The most powerful financial force is not income. It is the gap between what you earn and what you spend, multiplied by the time you give it to grow. Jordan does not earn more than Marcus. He loses less. He protects more. He builds quietly. 20 years from now, Marcus will have traded hundreds of weekends for a cumulative sum that was spent as fast as it arrived. Jordan will have over $500,000 in invested assets, built almost entirely by 37 habits that each took less than 5 minutes. Wealth is not loud. It does not need your weekends. It does not post on Instagram. It builds the same way a river carves a canyon. Slowly, quietly, through the relentless repetition of small forces that individually seem like nothing, and collectively reshape the landscape of an entire financial life. You do not need a side hustle. You need 37 habits and the patience to let them work. Start with 1. Then let the momentum build itself. My name is Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.